In this video, join us as we experience an incredible encounter with a wild lynx in the heart of nature. Follow our protagonist, Matthew, as he stumbles upon a trapped lynx puppy and takes it upon himself to set it free. Watch as the unexpected happens and the mother lynx shows gratitude in the most heartwarming way. Get ready for an adventure that showcases the beauty and wonder of nature and the power of compassion. When Matthew Newton was walking in the Alaskan wilderness, he wanted his camera to capture stunning images. He was out and about with his camera in the snowy plains and frozen forests, and hoped to be able to capture a few wild animals with his camera in addition to the beautiful nature. However, the man was also aware of the dangers of this area. A large number of dangerous predators such as bears and wolves lived here, but he was experienced in dealing with wild animals and knew what to do if one of these animals crossed his path. So all in all, he felt safe, but he had no idea what he would experience that particular day. After trudging through the snow for some time, Matthew spotted an animal some distance ahead. The animal looked like a lynx, and Matthew raised his camera and began taking as many photos as possible, getting a little closer whilst hoping the lynx wouldn't be startled or run away. But luckily, he stayed where he was and looked around, and even looked straight into the camera as Matthew took more and more photos. The man bravely crept even closer and was surprised that the big cat still hadn't fled. Something seemed very strange about the whole thing. As Matthew lowered his camera and eyed the lynx curiously, the lynx looked back just as curious. The man, who had never encountered such a unique sight in all his years, was witnessing a truly remarkable moment. Suddenly, the lynx did something unexpected and started to approach Matthew. Despite the fact that lynxes can be dangerous predators with sharp hunting skills, something about this one caught the man's attention. Its eyes appeared to be pleading with him, as if asking for help. Matthew was initially hesitant to follow the lynx as it moved off the trail towards a bush, concerned that he might get lost and no one would find him. However, his curiosity finally overcame his fears and he decided to follow the animal into the thicket. As he walked, the lynx kept looking back to make sure Matthew was still following him, a very strange and odd situation. But what Matthew saw as he reached the bushes made his heart sink. There sat a poor lynx cub trapped in a trap attached to its hind leg. It seemed the mother wanted Matthew to try to help the cub and save his life, because without human intervention, the poor cub would surely perish. Matthew, a quick-witted man, sprang into action when he encountered a trapped puppy in the wilderness. Recognizing that he couldn't simply leave the animal to its fate, he quickly retrieved an emergency tool from his pocket and began working to dismantle the trap. Despite the challenge, he succeeded in freeing the injured puppy, taking care to clean and treat the wound. The lynx mother soon appeared and assumed responsibility for her offspring, leaving Matthew to return to the path. Despite his unspoken efforts, he didn't require any recognition for his good deed. The rest of Matthew's adventure was marked by a sense of calm and serenity, as he took in the beauty of nature and captured it through photos. When he returned home that evening, he relished in a warm shower and a satisfying meal before retiring to bed. As he drifted off to sleep, he couldn't shake the memory of his extraordinary encounter with the lynx earlier that day, and a smile remained on his face. The next morning he woke up to a loud noise coming from outside. It was a thumping and scratching he had never heard before. Immediately on high alert, he sat up and listened intently, thinking that an intruder was trying to break into his house. Concerned, Matthew changed into clothes and grabbed a baseball bat, which he kept in the corner of his bedroom. If there was an intruder, Matthew would make sure he regretted his decision to break into his home. He put a hand on the doorknob before throwing the door wide open and readying himself with his bat. But there was nobody there. Still, there was this strange sound. Looking around, the man realized it was coming from his porch. Slowly and quietly he approached the window that looked out onto the porch. If anyone was out there, they would be able to get a good look at him. But what he saw he couldn't believe, and he was completely shocked. Matthew peered through the window and his eyes fell on a strange but familiar sight. It was the mother lynx he had helped hike the day before. She scratched at the door and patrolled up and down. It seemed as if the animal had followed him home and wanted to thank him for his kindness. But the lynx was not alone. She had brought her cubs, all huddled together, watching their mother curiously. He even spotted the little lynx baby with the injured leg. To his delight, he found that it looked a lot less swollen and irritated than it had the day before. Apparently the baby was on the mend. As soon as the lynxes noticed that he was watching them through the window, they let out excited barks. Matthew grabbed his camera and began documenting the strange and incredible apparition on his porch. It seemed that the lynx had come to reciprocate his kindness. The normally shy and unsociable creatures played, lounged, and even slept on his porch. They stayed there for about an hour. Finally, the mother lynx got up and made her way down the porch steps and back into the wild. Her young dutifully followed her, forming a line and trotted after their mother. Matthew smiled as they disappeared into the trees. Matthew would not forget this special experience for the rest of his life. Thank you for watching this incredible encounter with a wild lynx. We hope you enjoyed it as much as Matthew did. Matthew's quick thinking and compassion towards the injured pup shows us the beauty and power of nature, and how even the smallest of actions can make a big difference. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing adventures. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.